to our first edition of the Central Cabarrus Vikings football report of the 2021 season, part two, Coach.
Part two.
Coach Zach Bevilacqua.
Yes, sir.
Coach, you play in the spring. It's kind of crazy. You've been working in the summer. Tell us what kind of progress the Vikings are making.
You know, we knew we graduated a lot of seniors after our spring season, and we knew it was going to be a young group of guys. So we got after as fast as we possibly could. We came out, I believe June 7th was the first day we were allowed to be out by our standards from after exams were done. So we started then, and we were 4 days a week throughout the summertime. Of course, took our 2 dead weeks off, but threw a couple 7-on-7s, hosted a couple teams here. Went on the road down to Anson County for one, and had a lineman challenge with Mount Pleasant, and really, had some kids who had played for us last year in the spring, got some good minutes in that we were going to need to rely on. Kids like Emerson Baker and Audriel Miller, Christian Reed, Jaden Keebler, some of those kind of guys who have played a good bit of time. And those kids really took it, by the horns and said, we're going to get this done. And we aren't going to be a team that's going to make a lot of excuses. I think I've told a lot of people, I think a lot of people are young. I think, the spring was difficult on a lot of programs. I looked around in the springtime and everybody had 23, 24, 25 seniors playing for them. I think a lot of those were, their last chance to play high school sports. And so, it was almost like starting anew. Once we got through even when we got to the spring season, kids have been off for so long. We got to this summer, summertime was the first real summer experience a lot of these kids had ever had. We have sophomores who were basically freshmen as far as summer goes. I actually heard yesterday during the county professional development for strength and conditioning, I thought Northwest Cabarrus, their administration has said it really well that, right now you have seniors who are basically sophomores and everybody else are freshmen. So they're just kind of learning high school football the same way. Dealing with hydration, all kinds of stuff. We've had to tell kids about how to stay hydrated, how, what the heat was going to be like, what camp was going to really be like, because a lot of them have never experienced anything like that.
Coach, and it comes quick. You've got a game coming up on Friday night. What do you feel like maybe the keys to the season are for you?
I think, we've got to play really good defense, and I think we have a chance to do that. We've got to, we've got sophomore quarterbacks who are taking the helm for the first time, and I think offensively will kind of go as they develop, as they learn. I got a couple of seniors in some key positions on offense. Our offensive line is still pretty senior heavy, with a lot of guys who didn't necessarily start in the springtime, but had some good backup roles and got some opportunities there. I think if we can, go through with this season as far as just, figuring out how to stop people, hold people to, 3 scores a game or so, and just be smart with the football and not turn it over. I don't think the keys change much from year to year, but I do think that we have to be really, really cognitive of turnovers and minutes and penalties and that type of thing that, in the past were always an emphasis, but probably more emphasized this year.
Coach, got a new conference alignment. Talk a little bit about that and maybe who you feel like some of the folks to beat are in that conference.
I'm super excited. I spent 2 years at West Rowan back in the early 2010s with Scott Young, and we actually, my second year, basically played in this conference back when we had us and Carson and East Rowan and Concord and Northwest and all those schools were in it, and that's still when Hickory Ridge was still playing 3A football at the time. I think West Rowan, obviously, with their tradition and their history, are going to be a team that's going to be really tough to deal with. I think Concord's bringing back a lot of kids. Northwest, they had a freshman quarterback last year, and they're bringing back a lot of kids from some teams that we played. Really, it's a great football conference. A lot of places that are passionate about high school football, and it's going to be exciting to have Friday nights where everyone's passionate about the teams out on the field playing.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach Zach Bevilacqua. Got it? Did I get it right, Coach?
Yes, sir. You got it.
That's probably maybe the only time this season, but we'll work on it. Coach, we appreciate your time. The Central Cabarrus Vikings football report on the 485 Sports and Radio Free Cabarrus. I'm Mark Plemmons. Thanks for joining us.